Each one has a little metal filter in there to make sure that nothing falls into your drink. And I have this one off to the side that I always use as my demo piece. I'll show you guys how it works. Like I said, I am in a wood shop, so I will just walk over to the corner here and get some wood chips. It's burnt because I've been using it for like 6 months. Put a few wood chips in there. You really don't need a ton. Just a little bit. Pack it like a little tobacco pipe. You can use any wood chip designed for smoking. Hey, how are you? How is everything? I like using mesquite, hickory, and apple. Those are 3 of my favorites. Doing well. I'm showing off my whiskey smokers here. So the way it works with my cup, just put it right over your cup. I got this torch for $5 from the Walmart checkout line. And you torch it. And always put out the fire first. But what you're left with is a nice smoky cocktail. So they work really well. I am a whiskey and a scotch drinker. If I have a drink, it's going to be scotch on the rocks more times than not. And I like the smoky flavor. So I have one in my little mini bar upstairs that I use. My wife and I are having a drink. My wife drinks tequila. And she doesn't like smoked meat at all, but she likes a good smoked tequila drink. I've had customers buy them, put sea salt in a glass, smoke the sea salt, and then sprinkle that on popcorn or a steak. That sounds phenomenal. I've had customers use them to smoke cheese, then put the cheese on a burger on the grill. So there's a lot of options. They're designed as a drink smoker, but you use it as you see fit, as long as it's legal, remember. So there's a couple options. They're all slightly different. Black walnut. We have live edge, curly maple. We do buyer's choice. I have a couple others as well I can show you guys. We will do buyer's choice. These are only just $15. Great gifts. Great to keep if you have a mini bar or a wet bar. If you don't drink whiskey or scotch or tequila, maybe someone you invite over will. And if you really don't like it, you can just send them home with it because it's only $15. And I do have some other ones, another couple walnut and maple. So buyer's choice on these. I can show you guys what those look like. And I'm going to, as I'm showing you guys stuff, start putting things away because I will be going into a demo show here for at least a little bit where I make my own stuff. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what they are. I do make coasters, but that's not what they are. They are whiskey smokers. And again, for any crystal rock collectors or cards and coins, I do sell these. They are 20 for one. If you want any more than just one, they're 15 each. So these are solid Purple Heart, really high quality stands. Then some of my wood boxes. This is the only one that's not 50. This is 75, but the rest of these are $50. So this is 50. Curly maple and Osage orange. Thank you so much, Debbie. If you guys are interested in any of them, please let me know. We have ambrosia maple and black walnut. We have tiger wood, which is a cool one. We have curly maple and ambrosia maple. Again, these are all $50, solid wood. Friction fit lids. Great keepsake box, jewelry box, whatever kind of box you need. Have cutting boards that are shapes, $35 each. We have solid live edge ash, really nice live edge, 11-inch round, and solid walnut. It's about 12 inches from the middle of this straight down to the tip for reference. Again, $35 for either of these. Let me know if you guys are interested in these. I'll run them as well. We have wooden speakers, which I gave a demo earlier. 3 different flavors, Purple Heart on the bottom, cherry on top, and then really nice maple on top of that. Then we have solid black walnut cutting boards. They're about 11 to 12 inches wide by 15 inches long, 1 inch thick, really nice live edge. $35, believe it or not. $35 for this. Insane deal. Probably the sickest deal in town. I'll run this as well if anyone's interested. Then also, I'm a woodworker, but I have a style of table called the Epoxy Nebula table. I believe I have one in my shop you can check out. When I do that, I do smaller pieces with the excess epoxy. What's up, Eric? To show off as artwork. So this is the last one of these I have right now. It is 14 by 14. There is a little nick in it. I will clean that up with some black paint and it will be hardly noticeable. About 14 by 14. And I think I was doing this for 45 typically, so $30. So I was knocking $15 off. Happy New Year to you, man. So $30 on this if anyone's interested. 14 by 14. Then again, I do have stands. 1 for 15, or 1 for 20. If you buy any more than one, they're 15 each. And then last but not least, I have not thought about it. I don't think I'm good enough to make that, honestly. Oh, awesome, Eric. That's great to hear. Yeah, I don't think I'm good enough on the lathe to make those. There are some guys on here that are. But if someone's interested in one, I would talk to them about doing it for them. But I don't think it's like a business I would go search, if that makes sense. Again, I'm okay on a lathe. I'm not great on a lathe. I'm better with like fine woodworking, if that makes sense. Which is there's a difference between that and a lathe, not in like a good or bad way. Oh, really? Oh, then maybe if someone's interested. It's not a terrible idea. I've only ever seen like the vase ones, if that makes sense. You know. But last but not least, this is a new addition that I'm pretty proud of. It's a new invention of mine that I came up with literally like 3 days ago. A lot of people in the crystal community were asking me for displays, like larger displays. A lot of sellers have been asking me for something to put in the back of their show so that they can put some pieces on it. And that's like the background of their set when they're streaming. Even just collectors are asking for like solid wood shelves to put on the wall to display some pieces, but also have a cool design. And it's hard to do that out of solid hardwood without making it, $200-300 easy. So I came up with this as an alternative. I call it my portable pallet wall. And this does not have finish on it yet, and it is not cut to size. So like this top section, you wouldn't even see. Let me just actually bring you guys in a little closer. So again, this still needs to be cut to final size. So this would all be straight lines. This piece is going to be cut off. But as it looks like a pallet wall, it is. However, the hidden feature is that there's 5 really neato shelves for you to put all of your cool stuff, like your pencil sharpeners. So it's about 2 feet by 2 feet. It's like 22 inches by 22 inches. I did it that way. I could do them any size you want. I did these, the pre-made ones, 22 by 22, because I have 24-inch boxes, and that allows me enough space on either side for shipping without having to do like a custom box or anything like that. So this will be about 22 by 22 with the 5 shelves. I sell these for $150. So if you're interested in something like this, maybe you want a different size or different type of wood, shoot me a message. For this size, I'm pretty much going to do $150 as a flat rate for regardless of what you're looking for. If you want bigger, it'll be a little bit more, but it's a lot more affordable option to get a pretty large display piece that would look cool. This, again, does not have finish on it, but this is all solid white oak. It's very clean and modern, but still keeps the rustic vibe. So again, something like this one is spoken for already, but I'm about to make another one. So if anyone's interested, I'll have one that will look very similar, hopefully in the next couple hours. So $150 on that. And I think that is all for now, unless anyone has any questions or anything like that. Can you drill? Yes, I can actually. Let me show you. Let me put this away quick. And I'll show you what I'm planning on doing with it. No worries. Yeah, that's exactly what it's designed for. No, I have not made more, Eric, but if you're looking for one, I would make you one. I was literally just saying how I haven't really turned on the lathe because it's so messy. And there's so many other people and whatnot that do just lathes that are better than me at it. But I would make you one if you wanted, Eric. Oh, I'm sorry. How long are you? They're 23 inch. They're like 22 inches by 22 inches, essentially. Yeah, shoot me a message. I can make them any size you want, though, Reiki. I did that because I have 24-inch boxes, like shipping boxes, so it makes it so I have enough space on the outside to still have packaging and all and send them out the door rather than like trying to create a custom box or anything like that. But it's $150 flat rate for the 22 by 22. And it's rough estimates, but it will be squared. But if you wanted a bigger one, I could definitely do a bigger one. It would be a little more, but I could do it for sure. And if you like I wish I'd literally just packed the first one up I ever made because that sold yesterday. I wish I had a picture of that, but that had different colors of wood as well. So like the next one I'm doing is ash. A bucket of them here. They're very similar to oak, but a little more texture. So this will be the next one that I'm doing. Really cool, unique color. That tan and the lighter white. So if you're interested, Reiki, let me know. Yeah, we could do floating shelves. I would say, are you going to use it for crystals? And like how much weight is going to be on them? Because floating shelves, you could do them right without me installing them. They're kind of tricky to install. Not that you need to be like an expert or anything like that, but floating shelves can be tricky to install for someone who's not a woodworker or hasn't really done that type of work in the past. So something like that may be a better option. Because like the floating shelves, what I do in my own home is I basically drill deep holes, like one every 18 inches straight into the wood, which is hard to do. And then there's like metal brackets that are like rods that stick out from the wall that I can just basically slide into those holes. And that's really tricky to do. And I do this as a living, part of how I make a living is woodworking, and it's still tricky for me. And then there's other ones where you can mount in the back of the shelf and almost clip on, but those aren't as strong. So I don't know how much weight you're going to have, but something like that may be a better alternative. Unless you like, another thing I have even in my own home is I use galvanized pipe to make an L bracket. So like if this is the wall, I have a piece of pipe coming out, an elbow going up, and then a flange. So it looks like that with galvanized pipe and then a live edge shelf on top. And that looks badass and that's super easy to do. And that holds a lot of weight. So that could be another option too if you like the rustic, I don't know what style that's called. I'm not good with that stuff. I call it the modern rustic farmhouse chic. There's still a bunch of verbs out there. But that looks really cool as well. And I might even have, I don't have any of the brackets, but I can get some. We need a tour and a furniture show for design ideas. I can show you guys some of my stuff one of these days. I don't have a ton. Industrial, that's what I'm thinking. So that is my personal favorite. You know what? Fuck it. I'll show you guys. And again, keep in mind, guys, in my personal home, they are typically whatever type of piece it is. It's the worst version of it I've made because it's typically the first version of it I've made. So it's always like I haven't worked out the kinks yet. So the stuff I make for myself is usually the first rendition, and it's usually the one with all of the small errors in it, if you will. So this is going to be my home office soon. This table is for sale, by the way, guys, for $1,000 flat rate, and it'll come with those mid-century modern legs, blue epoxy, black walnut, $1,000. I'd actually knock it down to $900 today if you're interested. Also, this table will come with hairpin legs. It's 24 wide by 48 long, and this is only $600, which is like stupid nuts crazy. I'll run it quick if anyone's interested. $600. Typically, these are about $1,800. Again, I did this one live. The reason I'm not charging much for it is because I did a pretty large commission for a customer, and I was left with a decent amount of materials left over that were already kind of factored into the cost and the estimate. It's not uncommon in the type of work I do. So because I got the materials for fairly discounted, I was able to offer them. I can offer you guys the piece fairly discounted. And it was fun to do on live stream. A lot of people got to hang out and watch while I did it. You're also going to meet my crazy dog. Hi, Luna. So this is what I mean, Reiki. Like that. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. And then I have, we still haven't picked up from Christmas. That's like a corner one. It's like 4 feet by 3 feet or something like that. Same idea. And those are super strong. And those aren't even in studs, most of them. Those are just drywall anchors. Another thing I made. It's a huge barn door. Yeah, Looney, I'll take you out in 1 minute, baby. There's solid wood doors. Those are all ash. I made those as well. If anyone's in the market for a dining table, this is African mahogany with black epoxy. It is very long. It is probably 7 or 8 feet long. I would do this for $3,000 plus shipping. And that's an $8,000 table. It's my personal desk. I've had it for 5 or 6 years. And I'm making my new desk downstairs, and I don't feel like carrying it downstairs or cutting it up. So $3,000 for this piece plus shipping. And it'll come with these sweet legs. And then guitars I've made. But that's most of the stuff, but that's an idea of the shelves. I really like those shelves. I think they work really well. Thank you, Debbie. I think they work really well. And they are very strong. So So like for instance, that desk is like, the materials alone for that desk were like $2,500, $3,000. People will walk into my house and see like a 9-foot barn door with like crazy wood, or that desk, or like anything like that. And the first thing they go to is those shelves. Wow, I really like those shelves. Every time. It's like a running joke my wife and I had. So no matter what we could put a Ferrari in our living room, and someone would walk in and go, wow, I really like those shelves. So people love them. I love them. And they're very strong and sturdy. And you could probably Reiki install them yourself. It's really not hard. Feel free to have someone do it, but it's super easy. I could walk you through it. So, trying to think, does anyone else have any questions or need anything? Because I think we are going to go raid Ashley, who's a good friend. So please stick around. Say hi to Ash. She has some phenomenal rocks, minerals, and crystals. If you like woodworking, or if you like, oh, she's not? What the fuck is she doing? Is anyone on? Then I'll stick around. I'll stay on. I was going to do a demo anyways. Dragon, do you mind just letting me know when she's on? I'm going to do it right now. Cool. So we're going to make another one of those pallet walls. Do you guys want me to do a pallet wall or make a lamp? Like an accent light, I guess it would be called. What would you prefer? Can you show me? What do you mean? How to fix it? We have 1 vote for pallet, 1 vote for lamp. Oh, how I would fix it? Yeah, let me get it. Do a little surgery on this bad boy. Flip you around. So that's what you mean, right? That's what we're going to be repairing today. And we're not even going to use paint, actually. I'm going to do something different. Never done this before, but I think it'll work. This is the pigment that we used. Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of that. I'm basically wiping it back to make sure that it's flush. Hair more right there. Going to use CA glue, which is basically a high-performance super glue. Put the fine tip nozzle. Shout out to Starbond. I used to be a brand ambassador for them, but I stopped really doing Instagram, so I stopped getting free shit, which sucks, but it is what it is. Great company, though, good people. So now we're going to very delicately Let that sit for a minute. Yeah, okay, it's just the same pigment. This is one of Black Diamond. It's one of the larger brands. I use a bunch of different kinds. When you come back with this little dental pick, and just kind of spread it out here. It's hard because it all blends together, like the colors. Hit it with the spray, the activator spray. Give it a little tap test. Completely dry. A little bit of pigment on there still, but zoom back out. Where is it? Can anyone tell me? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Anyone? Euler. Is this the right? Or is this the right? I don't know if it's like mirrored for you. 1 or 2? Is it? Yeah, it is. Yep. 2. All right, show off. Fuck you, dragon. But I think you get the point. It has essentially disappeared. I knew someone would get it. So, good as new. So again, $30 if anyone wanted it. And then we will do, all right, so let's vote portable pallet wall or a what is it called? An accent light, an ambiance light. I don't know, a light, like a wooden light thing. So let me know what you guys want. Pallet wall. I think Eric was the only one who wanted a lamp. A light built into the pallet wall. Someone was just saying that. I could do that. I would just need to. So I don't think it would be that cool. And I'll show you why. So what I'll be using are these LED strips that I would basically inlay into, so like, imagine this being 3 or 4 feet long and like 6-7 inches wide, right? And an inch or 2 thick. And that's what the ambiance lamp or whatever the hell it would be called. So it'd be a really nice piece of wood. I'd sand to a really high grit to get a nice sheen. And then what I would do is basically cut a groove around the whole thing. So the light would kind of be coming out from the sides. So it wouldn't like provide enough, like a ton of light for like a reading lamp or anything like that. It's more just like an accent light that you put on a wall. It's because the light would get dispersed out rather than a direct light. Yeah, so if I did it in the back of the pallet, you wouldn't really ever see it because something like this is going to sit flush with the wall. So I could put it around the outside. I just don't know if that's going to look great. You know, and it's not that thick. You mean like not on the outside? What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, I could do that, but not with the strip lights, I don't think. I think I could get battery operated LEDs that are like individual lights would be the best bet for that, because it'd just be a waste. There's like a couple hundred lights on here, whereas I would only use like one. Yeah, or that puck lights too, put them like in the base. Let's put this away. We'll do a pallet wall. Yeah, I would, because I've never done it, but I think it could be cool doing it that way, especially for people who collect like spheres or stuff like that. So we're going to do another pallet wall. We're going to do ash on this day. My son struggles with like what today means, and instead of saying like, "What are we doing today?" he's like, "Dada, what are we doing on this day?" Oh, and instead of tonight, oh, on this night or next night. It's so funny. So these are my shelves. Yeah, I need to look into those. Those would be cool. So, clear this off. We're going to use ash, some really nice ash. We're going to lay it out first. I feel like these might be too long. Yeah, right? Like, these might be too long. I might cut these down to get, I don't know, let's mock it out and see. I'm going to at least need to cut some of these. Let's do that. in. Some of these just need to be trued up. Love that. I like that more. Yeah, well, like once the prep work is done, okay, it's fast. It's the prep work that takes the time, like milling it all, cutting the strips, shit like that. Like that's kind of where the time sink is. So other than that, there's not really a rhyme or reason to how I lay them out. Then obviously I will fill in the space. What do you guys think? I think it'll be easier to do if I cut them as I go. So I think I'm going to do that. There. The key to this is make sure that you have one flush side at the bottom. These need to be screwed up. Don't like. Some of them have like angles. You want to clean those up. So I'm going to do that quick. Cool. Perfect. Like this. Cool. I usually just vacuum it out. So like every couple months I'll buy a new one. Oh, shit. The hair, too big. Oh, awesome. Thank you. we're going to use this. So they all fit. Literally the only one that didn't fit was the first one I cut. The rest fit. Still? That's crazy. Dragon, try adding her, like at her in this show and see if she shows up. So I just need to trim this one quick. A pencil. Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. Cut this one up. And then we'll glue her up. Cool. Probably have another one to do, another ash. That's cool. go crazy, do 3 rows at once. So I'm a big boy. Fuck it, we're doing 4 rows. It's gonna be easier. Hey, Hannah. Where's my glue? If anyone's a woodworker and has those like glue bottles that have like the lid, the faucet that goes down here, shit like that, dude, this is the best glue bottle ever. 99 cents from the grocery store. This is the one I prefer. I don't know why. It seems to work better. So I'm putting ketchup on everything. These walls do use a lot of glue. I feel like a Michelin star chef. Roll out. There, I signed it. Where to put this? Where am I going to put this? Okay, I'll glue this up and then I'll raid her. Might even do a giveaway. Guys, when we raid Ash, stick around. See what she has. Good people. She's really, really cool stuff. A little extra smudge here. All right. I'll glue these ones up. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Now we roll out. Honestly, I don't think I even need brad nails since we're doing long grain on long grain. So I don't think I'm even going to nail it. I'm just going to let it sit here. I think that will be plenty of hold strength out of this glue. Ew. Nothing like a little glue queef to start your day. Sorry if that offends anyone. Right. Hey, Eduardo, what's up, man? You're from Juice's show, right? I like this ash. This is cool. All right, let's see here. Add a giveaway. And there's a giveaway, so get in there. While I finish filling this up, then we'll raid ash. Hop in there, Gibby. I'm going to brad nail in these shelves though. Little glue and screw. Hop in that giveaway, guys. Glue up these last two. Yeah, I know. The top layer isn't glued. So I'm going to glue those in now. And once that glue dries, they'll be preset in place. Two minutes left in the giveaway. Hop in there. Less than 2 minutes on the giveaway. One minute on the giveaway. $50 on the giveaway. Come on, you dang glue. There we go. Oh yeah, you like that? Just for you. $10 on the giveaway. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. We are going to go right to Ashley. Have a great rest of your day. Love y'all. Thanks, guys. Let's see who's going to win.